I finally made the switch. And no, it's not to the biggest, flashiest iPad. I ditched my older iPad for the 11-inch M4 iPad Pro, and honestly, this thing is insane. Today, I'm breaking down why this is the best iPad I've ever used, and why it beat out the 13-inch Pro, iPad Airs, iPad Mini, and even the new A16 iPad. Let's dive into the real-world reasons I chose this exact model, and whether it's the one for you too. Let's start with the basics. The M4 iPad Pro is now thinner than the iPod Nano. Crazy, right? It's just 5.3 millimeters thin, weighs under 1 pound, and still packs serious power. It runs on Apple's brand new M4 chip, making it faster than most laptops, and more than enough for video editing, multitasking, gaming, and creative work. You also get the Ultra Retina Tandem OLED display. And trust me, this screen is gorgeous. Vibrant colors, deep blacks, and up to 1000 nits brightness. Perfect for creators and binge watchers alike. But what really sealed the deal for me? Portability meets power. I can toss it in a sling bag and literally run a whole YouTube channel from a device thinner than a notebook. Link in the description if you want to check out the 11-inch iPad Pro for yourself. Now you might be wondering, why not go bigger with the 13-inch M4 iPad Pro? Here's the thing. The 13-inch Pro has the same chip, same display tech, and slightly more battery life, but that extra screen comes at a cost. Size and price. If you're an illustrator or need a laptop replacement with more screen space, the 13-inch is great. But for me, the 11-inch hits the sweet spot. It's ultra-portable, less expensive, and still insanely powerful. And because both models support the new Apple Pencil Pro and Magic Keyboard, you're not missing out on features. You're just saving space and money. Let's talk about the iPad Air M3, both 11-inch and 13-inch versions. These are powered by the M3 chip, which is super capable. They support the new Apple Pencil Pro and even the Magic Keyboard now, but there are some key differences. First, no Ultra Retina display. You get an LCD panel, which is fine, but once you see the Tandem OLED on the Pro, it's hard to go back. Second, no Face ID. The Air sticks to Touch ID on the power button, and honestly, after using Face ID to unlock instantly, it's hard to live without it. The iPad Air is perfect if you're budget conscious or don't need pro-level visuals, but for creators who color grade, draw, edit, or just love tech, it's worth going pro. Air is great for casual users. If that's you, check the links below for both sizes. Now, the new iPad A16, 11 inches, is the mid-range refresh. It's got an A16 chip, same as iPhone 15 Pro, supports the original Apple Pencil, and comes in fun colors. It's great for students, reading, note-taking, and casual browsing. But when it comes to multitasking, Apple Intelligence features, and content creation, it starts to fall behind. No OLED, no M-series chip, no Pro accessories. It's a solid tablet, but not one for heavy workflows. Great for kids or light users, but not quite a creator's companion. Link in description if it fits your needs. The iPad Mini with a 17 Pro. I love this little beast. It's compact, super fast, and perfect for on-the-go reading or media. It runs Apple's fastest iPhone chip and is great for lightweight mobile gaming and note-taking. But for actual productivity? The screen is just too small. No multitasking side by side. If you want an ultra-portable device to pair with a laptop or just to consume content, it's a fun option. But it's not replacing your main iPad. Mini has a place, and it's awesome for travel. Link in the description to explore. The Apple Pencil Pro adds haptic feedback, barrel roll, and squeeze gestures for new creative shortcuts. Game changer for artists and designers. The new Magic Keyboard is lighter, more premium, and finally includes a function row. It turns the 11-inch iPad into a full-blown productivity machine. Both the Pencil Pro and Magic Keyboard are fully compatible with the 11-inch iPad Pro, and they're part of why I made the switch. Check the links below for my go-to accessories that complete the iPad experience. Which iPad fits your workflow best? Drop your pick in the comments. And if this helped, give it a like, hit subscribe, and ring that bell for more real-world tech reviews. All the iPads I mentioned are linked in the description, along with accessories I actually use. Go check them out.